Number 12. For a laboratory investigation, some students put a strip of shiny metal into a beaker of blue solution and then stored the beaker on a shelf overnight. The next morning, the students recorded observations about the metal and the solution in the box below. Students' observations. The solution is lighter in color. The volume of the solution is the same. The metal strip is shiny above the surface of the solution. The metal strip is not shiny below the surface of the solution. The metal strip below the surface of the solution has a dark coat of flaky material. When the metal strip is touched, the flaky material falls off. Based on their observations, can the students correctly conclude that a chemical reaction occurred? A. No, because the metal strip was still visible. B. Yes, because a new material of a different color formed on part of the metal strip. C. No, because the solution stayed blue. D. Yes, because the volume of the blue solution stayed the same. Number 13. How many valence electrons are in an atom of each element in group 15 in the periodic table? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles. Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Number 14. The photograph shows mountains in the Andes Range in South America. Which statement describes the geologic process that is most likely responsible for the formation of these mountains? A. They are along a transform plate boundary that is no longer active, so erosion is creating deep valleys. B. They are along a transform plate boundary in which plates are currently moving side by side, causing earthquakes and faults. C. They are along a plate boundary in which plates are currently converging, causing uplift and steep slopes. D. They are along a plate boundary in which plates diverged in the distant past, allowing new rock to build up. Number 15. Which statement accurately describes the atoms of a specific element? A. An indium In atom contains 115 protons inside the nucleus and 49 neutrons outside the nucleus. B. A scandium Sc atom contains 45 electrons outside the nucleus and 21 neutrons inside the nucleus. C. An aluminum Al atom contains 27 electrons and 27 protons inside the nucleus. D. A zinc Zn atom contains 30 protons inside the nucleus and 30 electrons outside the nucleus. Number 16. A student notices that the moon is full one evening. Which sequence of moon phases will the student observe over the next 8 nights, or 8 days? A. Full, waning gibbous, third quarter. B. Full, waning gibbous, first quarter, waning crescent. C. Full, new, waning gibbous. D. Full, waxing gibbous, new, waning crescent. Number 17. Which statement does not correctly compare silicon with another element? A. Silicon is a better conductor of electricity than sulfur. B. Silicon conducts electricity as well as copper does. C. Silicon is a solid at room temperature, but argon is a gas. D. Silicon is less malleable than silver. Number 18. A student shows a model of Earth and the moon to a class. Which picture shows how the moon appears from Earth when it is in the position shown in this model? A. Waxing gibbous. B. Waning gibbous. C. Waning crescent. D. Waxing crescent. Number 19. A student drew atomic models of 4 elements. Based on these drawings, which element is the least reactive? A. Neon, because it has 2 energy levels with 8 electrons in the second level. B. Chlorine, because it has 3 energy levels with 7 electrons in the third level. C. Gallium, because it has 4 energy levels with 3 electrons in the 4th level. D, tin, because it has 5 energy levels with 4 electrons in the 5th level. Number 20. Quasars are extremely distant celestial bodies. Investigators, using a special telescope, determined that a certain quasar was emitting waves with a frequency of 1.41 times 10 to the 9 hertz. An electromagnetic spectrum is shown. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet waves, X-rays, gamma rays. Wavelength, frequency. The investigators were most likely using a telescope that detects A, microwaves, B, visible light, C, X-rays, D, gamma rays. Number 21. This topographic map represents the elevation of an area 100 years ago. At that time, the highest point had an elevation of 214 meters. The highest point has since eroded a total of 7 meters. Which profile most likely represents the landscape today?